Why isn't your marketing human? Because the engineers are asking you to do product-centric marketing. Stop talking about the product, talk about the transformation, and definitely tap into the emotion. Be more human. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Marketing Blender Show. I am Dacia Coffey, and today we are talking about some amazing tactical marketing campaigns that you can use for your marketing and your manufacturing company. So we are going to dive in. Now, couple different things. If you are looking more for the strategic and strategies component, there's a part 1 to this where we go through scorecards and sales enablement and how to make sure that you are building a system of predictable and scalable revenue. However, on this one, we're going to kind of get into the weeds and just have a little bit of fun. So this one is a lot more about the sizzle on the steak. And so you'll get a lot out of it, but I just want to make sure to clarify where we're going. Now, top thing, this is my one public service announcement for this, is that many marketing teams for manufacturing companies are doing multi-channel marketing. And a lot of times they'll be watching this and they'll be like, we're doing all of that, right? You know, or they'll download our ebook and say, okay, cool, we're doing most of that. But then if you talk to their leadership teams, they're like, we are? What? And there's really this disconnect, and marketing can get really jaded and bitter for a good reason when you know you're doing so much good work, but the rest of the company can't see it or doesn't give you credit for it. And one of the breaks that we see around this is omnichannel versus multi-channel. Multi-channel means, hey, we're throwing a whole bunch of stuff out there and we're in a lot of places. But omnichannel is when you mature that marketing approach where now you're being more data-driven and you're organizing the scorecard to see which deployments feed others or which parts of your system actually feed the next areas where your bottlenecks, right? And so honestly, it's kind of effective to use manufacturing as the right metaphor so that you can start to build connectivity between your different tactics and have a better data story, right? So that's what we want to look at. So that was my public service announcement. Now we're done with the steak. Let's get to the sizzle. Okay, number 1, be more human. Yes, humanity is a competitive advantage. Why? Because us humans, we're weird. We're weird. We're funny. We're tender. We're sweet. We're visionary. We're thoughtful. We're quirky. We're all the yummy things, right? Why isn't your marketing human? Because the engineers are asking you to do product-centric marketing. Fight the good fight, friends. It's about humans. Your company, no matter how amazing your mousetrap, is serving other humans. Other humans buy it. Other humans use it. Other humans are looking for a transformation or a point of progress in their business days that your product represents. Stop talking about the product, talk about the transformation, and definitely tap into the emotion. Good Lord, if your company's fun, be fun. If your company is thoughtful, be thoughtful. Be wise, be whatever you are, because authenticity, we have high BS meters nowadays, right? Hello, AI, is that real? Be real. But go big. Exaggerate the things that are the most lovable and resonant about your company. Now, a little bit about ROI on this. Holy return on investment, Batman. When you go big in brand, like a consumer product would, the amplification that happens in your lead sources, in your win-loss ratios, in all of your metrics is amazing. It's like all ships lift with the rising brand tide. So your brand is who you are, and how can you scale and encapsulate that in a really, really wonderful way? And side note, it's amazing for talent branding and employment branding as well. Because why wouldn't they want to work for an amazing company with that amazing personality out in the market, right? So be more human and use your humanity as a competitive advantage. Okay, number 2, community and leveraging your place in the community. Now, I know all of you are saying, yeah, we do that. No, I'm not talking about putting posters on the outside of the fences in your youth sports in your town. That's fine. I'm not telling you not to do those sponsorships. Good for you. Steward your money towards local resources. What I'm talking about, though, is going a little bigger and getting a lot more. So you give a lot more and you get a lot more for it. So here's an example. Do you know how inexpensive scholarships actually are? But then you get PR, you get goodwill, you get people knowing you. You get to literally show your core values and your philosophy on current trends in the industry in a real way by how you used your money and how you help the future of your industry. I mean, come on. We know that in manufacturing, there is a massive talent shortage coming. Many of you are already feeling it. Why are you not supporting the industry, right? Other examples are partnering not just in name, but in visits and some sort of organized relationship with schools, with associations, with trade programs, with anyone fighting the good fight that you believe in your community or in your industry. You get so much attention, and this is just about being real. It's so exciting. And this is a really fun thing to promote and a really great way to tell people who you are without using words at all. Just walk the walk. So that's one of the ones I really love. Okay, another one, I've hinted at this one because so far these would impact this as well. Do your employer branding on purpose. Okay, we talk a lot about buyers having high cognitive loads decision, or well, maybe you don't, I do, right? But in B2B and in manufacturing, people are making complicated decisions. And a lot of times they are large dollars and they represent a lot that and putting a lot on the line. But let's think about this. What about the decision for where you're going to work? I don't know. Is there really a bigger decision that is representative of your identity, your income, your security, your safety, your day-to-day life experience? Come on. This is one of the biggest decisions people can possibly make. And I do not care if it is hourly and blue-collar worker or your white-collar staff. Humans need an amazing place to work, and you need to be treating it with that same amount of respect. Why aren't you marketing to them? And why don't you let marketing talk to recruiting or HR and have a more frictionless experience, right? Your hourly employees, they need to be hired faster. Your white-collar employees, they need to be hired slower. Let your marketing team think about your talent personas and about how do we best serve them and then build a real brand around that. It's so fun. And by the way, when you are being real in the market, it's amazing. That is healthy differentiation in the minds of your buyers as well, because it means you treat people with respect and integrity and intentionality. Okay, social selling. I'm going to break this into two parts. Number one, super simple. Your employees need to be sharing and commenting on your social media. Wow. And just ask for a training. Just have a training for your whole team so everybody knows how to do it and how to not feel stupid and how to feel brave and empowered to have this really great authentic voice that advocates for your company. Because guess what? The bots and the algorithms, they love engagement. They love engagement. They love when real humans are engaging with your digital content, and then they share it with other humans that are like-minded. You need this. Take the shortcut. Get your employees to become advocates for you. This is 5 minutes a day for them. 5 minutes. And you're just leaving all of that on the table. Now, second part around social selling is about not so much about selling. And by the way, you will know if you've watched any of our other episodes, we believe in serving, not selling. Social media is social. Pay attention to what you like, because you don't like salesy stuff. You death scroll right past that. So do not force your marketing team to do that. And that is a great segue to the second part, which is go ahead and be the social influencer that you love. You know, the things that you laugh at, right? And you know, they're popping up into your head, whether it's that cow video or that crash video or that redneck or that trucker with scriptures or whatever is your jam. You know what you like. So why aren't you guys putting that out? Now, caveat, It takes way more intentionality to create content calendars, and content like this takes a lot of unity and collaboration and not just finger pointing to the social media team like, why can't you be better? But man, once you get that content engine working and moving, so fun. Fun for you, fun for the audience, fun for the industry, and hello, brand amplification. Yes, be top of mind in the most memorable, exciting way. I know a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to spend that amount of time on content. Well, if you thought that content was going to get in front of 1,000 of your best buyers, would that change your mind? Yeah, you need to make the time investment. It's okay. And there are ways to scale it. If you're not sure, feel free to reach out to me and I can share some tips and tricks on that. Maybe we'll do a video on that. I don't know. We'll see. But be fun. Be amazing, be social. It's social media, right? Okay, roadshows, get off the screen. You can be the show. You can be the event. You don't have to go to a trade show. Or if you go to a trade show, you can do your own show outside. So depending on your budget, there's a million different ways to do that. But you can do experiential marketing. And hey, we've done a couple of really fantastic episodes on this. So check them out. Also, there's another episode on some of my favorite B2B marketing campaigns, and there's some really great experiential ones in there. So take a look at those because you can get really creative on any budget by getting off the screen. And then guess what? People want to click that and put it back on the screen and share. So cool. So we love roadshows. All right. This one is not so much sizzle, but doggone, you guys need to hear this. Middle of the funnel, yes, marketing jargon alert. Middle of the funnel tactics are hot. So effective right now. You know why I think? I think because people are so damn busy deploying AI willy-nilly like maniacs that they are at top of the funnel and bottom of the funnel, and nobody's thinking about manufacturing environments where there's long sales cycles, and we need to drive effective value the entire time, be that a couple months or a couple years. Drive value, middle of the funnel, like email, like video, like nurture sequences, like educational components, like sales automation that marketing helped to put some sparkle and some sizzle in. That keeps you top of mind in super clear integrity through complex selling environments. So while not sexy, ridiculously effective. And I don't know about you, like good, healthy scorecard numbers and revenue. I think that's sexy, even if you don't think middle of the funnel email is. So I don't know. Choose your poison, right? All right. So those are some of my favorite sizzle deployments this year, and one final public service announcement. I know. Sorry, not sorry. I said I was only going to do one, but I'm going to do two. We need to talk about how much does it cost? How much does marketing cost for manufacturing? Well, you need to do your calculation correctly. Many of you are saying we don't spend anything on marketing. Wrong. So your trade shows, your travel for things, all of your tech stack, all the technology that you have, typically it is being assigned in your P&L by things not called marketing. Doesn't mean that there's not marketing. So I love to see an audit. A lot of people will not slow down long enough to do that. So just know there's a percentage hidden in there. Then of course it's your team, it's your agency, it's how much you pay media outlets, whether it's social media or Google or trade associations if you do more traditional marketing or sponsored campaigns through them to reach your target market. So that is included. And here's where I want to get really, really weird and real with you. You should be thinking cost of growth, which means you need to add your sales team in there too. Every bit of it, all of their travel, all of their client delight stuff, all of that type of thing that is helping you achieve your revenue goal, because that is what marketing is about. What are we investing in order to serve the market and grow in our ability to serve that, represented by dollars? Marketing and sales needs to be added together, and then it needs to be divided by the number of people that you serve. That is your client acquisition cost, or your marketing cost per active client. Now, you can have your finance person go to town and add some really cool complexity to this, but how much does it cost is what percentage of your gross profit is healthy to spend on growth. And then I want you to organize what percentage you're spending on sales, this much, versus what percentage you're spending on marketing, this much. And who are you really holding accountable? You might not like that, but you will thank me because it's absolutely amazing what happens when we start having healthy, unity building, return on investment conversations and culling waste from your growth strategy and becoming more fabulous, which is more resonant and more magnetic. And wow, don't you want to create demand where people are begging for what you're offering, no matter how difficult your market is today? That's possible. All right, friends, thank you so much. Couple resources. I already mentioned those other episodes, so we will do our best to link those down below in the show notes. Also, we do have an ebook about marketing for manufacturers in 2026, so you can download that guide. And even better, we have this crazy wonky thing called comments, and you can drop a comment in there, and I will literally answer you. So shoot me your questions. You can also find my contact information on our website at themarketingblender.com. And I would love to serve you better because at The Marketing Blender, we believe in a business world full of meaning, connection, and prosperity for all, including you. Onward and upward.